Oh, yeah, Mike North here on norththenorth.com with two guys. They're veterans in the radio business. You know what? One of our guys is a great columnist, one of the most popular columns in the Chicago, sometimes if not the most popular, Elliot Harris. What's up, Elliot?
Hello, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing good, and there he is, the man who thought up, who constructed Barely Legal, along with Robin Earl. Then, of course, with Elliot. David Spada. What's up, Dave?
Not much, Mike. Just trying to look at this room. It's incredible.
Yeah, we're having fun here. We do what we do, and there's no props. Unfortunately, they look like a child lives in this room. It's an adult's office, but there's all sorts of toys. No books. A few books with pictures. Hey, let me ask you guys. Now, you guys were on WIND, right?
Right.
With Barely Legal. Now, there's been some sort. Now, there's a split. Not a bad split, but an amicable split.
We're going in different directions, Rob and I and Elliot. Elliot and I had a different vision for the show than Robin. Robin wants to take it in one direction. We want to go in a whole different direction now.
Okay, and Elliot, now it's going to be just you and David, right? So
Correct.
It can't be called. Is it going to be called Barely Legal? Is that Robin's name still?
We're giving the name up. Robin's giving the name up. We're starting from scratch. It's going to be called Sports and Torts with the occasional tart.
Well, yeah, because of Elliot.
No,
I mean, my God, is it?
You think it's pastry?
Elliot, do you want it to be sort of like a combination? Well, of sports, of course. Torts would be the legalese because you are an attorney, right?
Exactly.
So
Something's got to pay the bills.
So you discuss money in sports, but you also discuss, sports. Like you'll have guys like Len Dawson. You guys specialize in like bringing back the old school guys, right, Elliot?
Hall of Fame football players. I think on Barely Legal, what do we have?
51 NFL Hall of Famers today. We had more than any of the radio stations combined over the past year.
And which one out of all those guys, and I know 51 Hall of Famers, and you have some great ones, but if one or two guys stick out, which two guys, give me a couple guys. I'll ask you first, Dave, and then Elliot. Which one stick out to you? Maybe the same one for both of you.
Art Donovan, we couldn't shut him up. He won a half hour. I watched all the YouTube videos of him, and I said, okay, I know what to ask him. And I basically let him, and he didn't shut up the whole time. We couldn't get him off the air.
Yeah. Art Donovan. I've interviewed Art. He's always been great. Getting Len Dawson. Getting Merlin. Did you guys have Merlin Olsen?
We didn't have Merlin Olsen. Deacon Jones. The man with the head slap, right?
He was good. It's like, who's your favorite child? They all were good. I'll go, since short-term memory and long-term memory is a problem.
Sometimes disease?
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
I'll go with the one we had for the last show, Len Dawson, talking about Otis Taylor drawing up plays in the dirt on the sidelines.
Yeah, I could see that. I used to see the guys doing it.
Right.
Nowadays,
you got everybody with the headsets, the telephones.
Peyton Manning looks like he works for NASA.
What about Chuck Bednarik? He wants to shove Kathy Lee Gifford.
Right.
Because she called him a pasta head.
She called Chuck Bednarik a pasta head.
He goes, I'm not Italian.
He's not Italian.
That's what he said. I want to shove her. Because she's mad what he did to Frank Gifford.
Well, Chuck Bednarik's insane. I mean, really. I mean, he's 90. He still could play linebacker. If there's an old school guy,
right.
he was the last guy to play, legitimately both ways.
Right.
He played full 60 minutes. He played linebacker.
Center.
Yeah, he didn't come out like Dion every so often, play receiver, run off and play defense.
It's third down. I'm going to go with sidelines.
Right. No, I'm Chuck Bednarik. I will play every minute of every game. Now, with this, do you guys go into the baseball season, get baseball guys? Do you go get NBA guys?
That's part of the process that we're trying to figure out right now, because Barely Legal has been limited to football, and I think if we broadened our scope, you have a broader audience and a lot more to choose from.
You also, exactly, more people to choose from, and as popular as football is, when you're talking, football in May, or in June, and the pennant races are heating up. You want to get a Fergie Jenkins on, right, guys? You want to get a Willie Mays, maybe. I mean, Willie Mays is his magical name as the football players.
Oh, exactly. I mean, I didn't think I'd get Deacon Jones. It took me a month to get him, and the guy just basically wouldn't shut up. And I said, who's the best player ever, defensive end? He goes, look no further than me, and he talked about himself for 10 minutes. You couldn't shut him up.
Yeah, most of those guys, Gale Sayers, you'll ask them, who's the best running back? Me. They don't mind saying those old school Butkus. Butkus has never said he was. Everybody else says it, So, I mean, when you look at it, you're going to have some... Now, what kind of women you're going to have on the show, gentlemen?
That's Elliot's forte.
Is Anna Kournikova your pal going to be in? Because anybody who reads the Sun Times...
She doesn't make it to Chicago that often, so to have her in studio, I don't know that we have the...
But she's your favorite, from what of all the celebrity ladies.
She has been over time.
April Rose has been in there a lot.
April Rose...
Good.
Much more local, much more accessible.
Yeah, she worked with us at WebEO. She worked with us for some other stuff. She's a great lady. She
Yeah.
really, really is. One of the best. A beautiful woman too.
There will not be Oprah.
Well, you know what? I get the kick out of this. You guys are going to try to get. We're going to try to get not only on North to North, but on Fox. But I loved Oprah in the Chicago Sun-Times yesterday. Oprah out on her own, like she's got like $50 to her name.
Right.
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, come on. How fearful is she? Well, you see, what people don't understand is when you're way up here, it hurts to be down here. And if she doesn't hit it off, I don't believe going off Channel 7 is a good thing. I mean, we do this. We do a lot of different things. But Oprah Winfrey going to her own network, I don't know how that would work out, Elliot. I know she's got the name, but my God, she had a main channel for so many years.
Yeah. She's going to be the ambassador to Africa. Watch Obama make her an ambassador. By the time she retires, she'll be an ambassador. Like Shirley Temple at Czechoslovakia, you'll have Oprah to Africa.
Who in Czechoslovakia?
Shirley Temple.
Mike thought that was something you drink.
No. I mean, but Shirley Temple has been an ambassador to a few places, and
Right.
she's still alive, isn't she?
She
Shirley
is.
Temple Black.
83, 84 years old.
We should have her on.
Why don't you get her on? And then,
might
and then you can find out Deacon Jones probably had an affair with her.
Can we get her in a swimsuit?
Our Donovan and Julia Child had
see,
something
you're
going
sick.
on in the back seat.
I don't want to hear about Art Donovan and Julia Child. You're a sick man, my friend.
Well,
I was Shirley
they say,
Temple in a
takes-
bathing suit at this current age.
Hey, takes one to
With
know
Abe
one, as
Vigoda.
they say, right?
Abe Vigoda.
I don't
is
want
a
to see
guy-
him in a bathing suit or anything.
No, but the guy's on TV
He was
now,
old when he was young.
and he's still alive.
Look at Betty White.
Betty
She's a
White
star again.
Voted Woman of the Year in some circles. Woman of the Year at 88 years old.
What
She's
circles?
Elliot, for God's sake. She's one of our own. She's Betty White.
I
She
know.
was on Password when you were in your 30s.
She had her own show in the early 50s when I was
when you
watching.
were in your when you were 25, 30 years
Wasn't
old.
she married to Alan Lund?
Yeah.
Alan Ludden. She was
Password
married to
is-
the yeah, password is. Now, whoremonger. How do you do that? They should have
She should get it.
dirty password. They should have.
That's what the internet's for.
Somebody's
You
going to
heard it
watch
here
it.
first, folks. Mike North.
Corey will come up. Corey Torf, my partner, will come up to me afterwards. He goes, "Let's do the password."
We got to
Let's do the
trademark that,
password.
Mike.
Huh?
We got to trademark that.
Why don't you guys? You could host it. You could guest on it.
Who's going to
you-
be turning the letters like Vanna White?
There was no letters. See, now he's showing he's too young.
He didn't
I don't
see the
remember.
show.
Showing too young.
It was in the 70s, before your time.
The password is toe jam. I mean, come on. It was great, but Betty White was in her 40s then. She was old then. So anyway, gentlemen, hopefully we're gonna. You guys are gonna leave WIND, right? You guys are no longer gonna be.
Unless
at
they come
90?
back and offer us more money to stay. But Robin,
Spada holding out like you
You know
guys
how
are like
that goes,
Colfax
don't you,
and
Mike?
Drysdale. Oh yeah, I know exactly how that is. You know what? Yeah, be careful what you wish for. But you know what? We wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. Hopefully, soon you guys will be on northtonorth.com. Hopefully, you'll be on Fox Sports. We're going to try to make everything work. And the name of the show coming up will be,
Sports and Torts.
hey, Dave Spada, Elliot Harris from the Chicago Sun-Times. David, by the way, big-time attorney. Somebody got to get a hold of you.
847-729-COMP or injuryinillinois.com.
And do you want to give a number out for people who might have breaking stories, or would you prefer you'll have 100 calls, but you might come up with that nugget,
How about just email? We work with that.
which is
Harris, EHARRIS at Suntimes, SUNTIMES.com.
and if it's good, Ellie will do it. Elliot
And-
Harris, David Spada. Thanks for coming on northtonorth.com. Check them out on the interview page, folks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.